All right, today Ron and I are doing Maze Peak, which is in the Ya Ha Tinda. And this is kind of where Bob Spurko's route says to start. There's nothing definable, so hopefully we're in the right spot. But it looks like we just head through the trees right here. I guess we're about to find out. So from the road, we basically just headed across following the GPX coordinates. And there is a very faint trail here. Just got to watch for it, but if you stay on Bob Spurko's route, you should get right to this. So there's Labyrinth Mountain behind. There is not a very well-worn trail whatsoever. You do eventually, if you're kind of on the right track, you'll get to this drainage that heads up. According to the track, it looks like we'll be kind of hugging the right side of that crest right there, and then it'll kind of angle up to the left from there. Continuing up Climber's right of this gully system. Once again, following the drainage up right hand side, you're just going to want to skirt right hand side of this rock band up here, kind of angling that way towards the sun. And the Garmin is leading us to go that way and angle left around the side hill. We're just going to kind of start skirting and heading up the ridge here to the top of that band. And there's that first big cliff band that you saw from when we were heading up right side of the gully system. Just going to get up on that. There's Ron taking it all in. We are the only ones on the mountain. This is just on top of that first bump. Took us about 55 minutes, an hour to get here. And then we head kind of towards those bumps right there. Eventually heading over that way. I don't know if that's the true summit or just a false summit, but it's right in that area. Just the ridge we kind of got up on, a little ways back there. This is kind of the most prominent trail markings we've seen to this point, so I don't think you can get lost from here. Well, the next set of bumps are up there. Well, not too many steps, and I think we're pretty close to getting up on this ridge here. There's the direction we came. Those two bumps there came right up from down here. There's Ron there. We're almost up on this ridge, I believe. Well, we're kind of at the top of the next section. I don't think we stay on the ridge. I think we kind of go up the left side of this block here. Falls summit over there. I think this is the the block that some people scramble up the face, or you go around the left-hand side, climbers left there. Probably go around the left, I guess. The scramble up this block actually head on doesn't look that bad. But if you go left side, there is a very well defined trail. Very easy bypass. Yeah, you just continue following the base of the rock right there. This is just a look back at the bypass from ahead of that boulder that you could scramble up. Yeah, maybe. There's the route ahead of us. And then cutting over here. Actually, Ron, I wonder, we might not even go to that point over on the left. Yeah. I'm thinking we just go up to this bump in the trees and it just follows to the summit. Could look at my Garmin, but that might be cheating. Well, we're almost up to the bump here. Gonna have lunch down at the little col between these 2 points. Then we'll head up to this false summit. There's Ron. So instead of going up right up to the top of this little point, this little false summit, I would just bypass it kind of on an angle side sloping, climbers right. That'll just bring you down to the big wide col before you head up to that. I think that's the last false summit, I'm not sure. And you could take that peak and then just kind of scramble down. There looks like there's trails. Most people kind of angle and cut it across. There's the col behind us. And we're just getting to the slab section here. Next hurdle ahead, which I believe you just go right up and over, but we'll see. There might be a bypass around it as well. What do you think? Straight on or left side? We'll have to see what it looks like up here. So far it's not bad. There's the ridge we followed down there. Came across, up this way. Eagle Lake and Eagle Peak. And we're on our last false summit. That should be the summit with the canister right up there. Wild Horse Ridge over there. Couple of little down climb sections, but nothing major whatsoever. I think everything can pretty much be bypassed. Scary stuff. Yeah. Last little push. Quick summit panel of Maze Peak in the Ya Ha Tinda area. About an hour from Sundre, roughly heading west. About 1,000 meters elevation gain to get up here. And unlike the Kananaskis-Canmore corridor, there's not another person in sight.